Hello there! This is an astrological forecast for Sagittarius for December 2009. And this also applies if you have a Sagittarius ascendant. So happy birthday for you Sagittarians who are born in December. I hope it's a great year ahead for you. So we've got the Sun and Venus and Mercury for the first 2-3 weeks of this month in your first house. And this is a time when you do things for yourself. You do something nice for yourself. With Venus there, people are going to be receptive to you. People are going to want to talk to you, to chat to you. You're going to feel in that more exuberant, optimistic mood. Definitely, for many of you, this is an exciting time. It's time to really party. This is the time of year when parties are more allowable, shall we say, but time just to really expand yourself in so many different ways. And also, you Sagittarius, you love learning, so really think about things that you want to learn, things that you want to expand into. Also maybe a little bit of travelling that you might want to do as well coming up for you. After about the second, third week of the month, then we've got the Sun coming into your second house. And really, Sagittarius, it's a time to look at your income, your finances, shine a light on it. Are there things you need to communicate? Is there information you want to get out there? Or is there information you want to learn and find out? And it's about engaging your mind now as to how you can move forward more proactively with your financial situation. And also with Venus there, it's a time to look at what you love. And also maybe a time to treat yourself just a little bit. Not too much, Sagittarius, I know. Tendency to go over the top with your Jupiter rulership. But just a time to maybe treat yourself a little bit, to be a little bit nicer to yourself, at least for the first, up to the third week of the month. After that, particularly after the 26th of the month, Mercury goes retrograde yet again. Yes, the fourth time this year. It doesn't usually happen 4 times, but this year it's retrograde until the 14th of January. So really a time to try to be frugal after the 26th of the month. Luckily it's after the Christmas period, but nonetheless I know it's hard then because there's the sales and there's bargains and there's all sorts of things to be had. So I caution you Sagittarians, yes, if you see a fabulous bargain after the 26th, fine, but what I'm concerned about is that after the 14th of January, when Mercury goes direct, you might be disappointed with what you bought and you may be kicking yourself because you might have been able to get it a whole lot cheaper. So try and keep that money in your pocket if you possibly can, Sagittarians. Not easy, I know. Pluto in that second house of values, you are needing to look seriously and deeply now, Sagittarius, as to what's important to you. What are your priorities, and are you behaving according to those priorities, or are you out of alignment? And it's time to look at that in your life quite seriously. Jupiter and Neptune are going to come conjunct on the 21st of the month in your third house. So this is a time for opening up to new learning, but not taking it too much on the logical left brain way, but maybe opening up to the more right brain, more creative, intuitive way that you have of learning and of seeing that bigger picture and tuning into that more intuitive, spiritual side of yourself, which is very, very big for many of you Sagittarians. Now, what's also important is we have yet another retrograde I have to discuss with you. This month, Mars. Mars goes retrograde on the 20th of December until the 10th of March. Only happens every 2 years and 2 months, and now we're coming up to that time period. So what's this going to mean? Well, Mars is very much connected with issues of assertiveness, of empowerment, of action, but taking right action. Action that is really conducive to bringing good things to you in your life. So the Mars is falling in your 9th house, so this is about you looking inwardly. It's about looking at areas where is it that you're not feeling empowered? Where is it in your life where you maybe need to be a little more assertive, Sagittarius? Where are you holding back? Where are you being nice just for the sake of being nice? And it's about looking at areas where your emotions, particularly your anger and frustration, are triggered. Where do you get that knee-jerk reaction where somebody just gets you and you're off? And you need to look at this and become more aware of these actions, these reactions, during that retrograde. It's a time to internalise the energy, because if you try to externalise it during the retrograde, you're going to end up frustrated and angry, and also possibly careless, and end up having an accident or doing something silly. So it's not a time to do that. It's a time to internalise your energy and to look at what is triggering you. And particularly, it's in this 9th house, and it's connected with education. It's connected with higher learning. So maybe for those of you, it's about looking really carefully about what the next step is that you want to take with your learning. Where do you want to go? What kind of higher spiritual path do you want to take? And really maybe meditating and looking carefully at that during this next 2.5, 3 month period while Mars is retrograde. It's a bit like plotting a course of action. And then you don't do much until it goes direct. Then when Mars goes direct after the 10th of March, then you can start taking actions with all those plans that you've made during the retrograde. So there you have it, Sagittarius. I wish you a very happy birthday and a very happy, healthy and prosperous new year. There's a lot of focus on you, particularly for the first three weeks of this month, and I want you to really, really enjoy it. Just don't spend too much of your hard-earned money. So I thank you so much for listening. Those of you that are regulars, many of you wish to have your own personal reading done, or maybe you'd like to buy a reading for somebody as a special gift to somebody that you love. So I thank you for listening. For many of you writing kind comments, I do appreciate it, and I wish you well. Bye for now.